Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 7th edition of the Greater Washington Ceili Club's virtual Ceili concert series. I'm Doug Ilg, GWCC's Ceili and concert organizer, and I'll be running the show from my basement in Silver Spring. Tonight's program will feature music from Alex and Duncan Boatright and two figures of the South Galway set, especially modified for solo dancers, called by Anne-Marie Breheny and danced on camera by Andrea Jensen. I hope you'll join us for the dance. Remember that the old saying that you should dance like nobody's watching, and on the internet they're not gonna see you dance. So go ahead and dance away. I hope you'll join us. And just one quick personal note: just want to shout out to my brother Jay, his 61st birthday today. And so now I'd like to pass it off to Bridget Curran for some opening words.
Hello and welcome. We're very happy to have you with us here this evening. I'm continuing our discussion about some of the ideas that GWCC has had to stay connected with you, our members and friends. We're continuing our virtual Ceili concert series, as well as our virtual happy hour, which is a lot of fun, so join us on April 2nd. We're also continuing with our virtual book club. We've read 3 books so far, and we're reading our 4th. As always, check our website for updates, and any and all ideas that you may have to stay connected with us can be sent to gwcc_membership-04@yahoo.com. During tonight's concert, you may see a link to PayPal, and while we're paying our wonderful musicians, any donations you would like to make to our organization would be gratefully appreciated. We'd like to welcome Alex and Duncan Boatright. Alex, an All-Ireland award-winning musician, is committed to making traditional Irish music accessible to all musicians at all levels. She plays many instruments well and is an instructor as well as a director for the Baltimore Washington Academy of Irish Culture, home of the Bog Band. You may see a link to BWAIC during tonight's concert. Duncan, a musician, composer, and educator, has been playing Irish music from a very early age and teaching at the public school and university levels since 2008. Many of his original compositions have been played in the Washington, D.C. area. Join us tonight as we explore the music of Ireland with 2 very talented musicians who are a whole lot of fun, and we're happy to have them with us.
everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Alex, and this is Duncan. And we're really doing our best tonight to try to bring as much of the Ceili Band experience as we can from our own home. So I never thought I'd be in a position of trying to make a Ceili Band out of just concertina and drums, but here we are. So I hope it's working. And we're trying to put in some pieces for you guys to dance more throughout the whole program. So we have some waltzes for you and jigs and reels and things. So please, dance away as much as you can. That first tune was a tune that I wrote for the kids' Ceili Band, locally the Potomac Waters Ceili Band, for their competition that was canceled for COVID. So I guess that's maybe the first performance of that tune. But that's for all my kids out there who are watching. That was for you guys. So next we're going to play two jigs. The first one is called the Lucracon, or On Lucracon, and it is a composition of Junior Creehans, who was a concertina player. And I'm going to follow that with a jig called the Coolie. I'm going to play some harp for you now, and please pardon us. Our two young children are upstairs being entertained as best they can be with an iPad, so occasionally Duncan's going to run off and make sure that they're not being disruptive. So I'm going to play an old harp tune for you guys now. This is called On Banry na Siofra, or The Fairy Queen. And this setting is almost entirely from the bunting. There's a couple little differences, but for the most part, I think this is what you'd find if you wanted to go find it in the bunting. next we wanted to play for you guys a waltz, so you guys can get up and dance and be waltzing at home. This one is called Flatwater Fran, and I got this tune from Anne Marie Acosta, who I'm sure you all know is a wonderful piano player, a piano accordion player up in New York, and she's a really influential teacher for me growing up. So got this tune from her recently, and you should check her out playing it too. It's really, really nice. Thanks so much for dancing, you guys. That was really great. All right. Next, I'm going to play some more concertina for you guys. And I think, Anne-Marie, this is going to be the last thing that I play before the dancing. So be ready for that. In just a minute, we're going to be doing some sets. But I'm going to play first a couple of barn dances, sort of. The first one is the Princess Royal, which some of you may know is an O'Carolan tune, and it's often played like a pretty straight, lovely harp piece. I got this setting, it's a little bit more of a dance piece, barn dance, set dance kind of setting. I got from the playing of Angelina Carberry and Martin Quinn. And then the second tune is a recent composition by Caitlin Gowan. And both of these tunes were brought to me by my student Diane Havlin. I love getting tunes from my students. They bring stuff to my attention all the time that's really good. But tonight I have to say Diana has brought to my attention many of the tunes that I've played. So thank you, Diana, for all of this repertoire. for some set dancing. So I'm going to get my headphones on.
Thank you. Okay, hopefully everybody is already up dancing to all this fantastic music we've been having so far this evening. We're going to do 2 figures of the South Galway. We're going to start out with the second figure, which will be danced 2 reels. Starts out with a house around, and then when you get home from that house, advance and retire 1 time, house halfway across to the opposite side. From the opposite side, repeat that. Advance, retire, house back to your original position, and then dance a full house all the way around the set. Then swing it out for 8 bars. Then we're going to repeat that whole sequence of moves. House, advance and retire once, and house and dance across, advance and retire once, and dance to the opposite side, house all the way around, and then swing to finish. All right, I think we are ready for some music and for Andrea. And house. Advance and retire once. House across, advance and retire, house back to where you started, and house all the way around. And swing. Start from the top, house. Advance and retire. House across. Advance and retire. House across. House all the way around. To finish. All right. Those are awesome tunes there. Okay, the next figure we're going to dance to will be Jigs. Movements are similar. So if you were sitting that one out, but now that you've seen it, you feel more confident, time to get up on the floor. We're going to start with the house. And then this time when we get home, we'll advance and retire twice. And then house all the way around and swing. And once again, we'll repeat the whole sequence. House, advance and retire twice, house all the way around, and swing to finish. All right, I think we are ready for dancer and music. And we're going to house to start. House. Advance and retire. Again, advance, retire, house around. And swing. House. Advance and retire. Again. House. And swing to finish. All right. Well, thank you, Andrea and Alex and Duncan. I can't wait to get back on a real dance floor with set dancers and live music.
Yes, same. It's funny. I think the last time we played music out was for the GWCC.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun.
last year.
Yeah, it was the February Ceili was the last time we were out together playing. But there was more Ceili bands at the time. So Next, I'm going to take my headphones off again because it's much easier to play when I can hear myself. Next, I'm going to play an old Carolyn piece for you. This one is called Robert Jordan, and it seems to be a pretty rare one. I don't hear it out much, so I hope that it's new for you. It's very special for me. It's my favorite. And as a harp player, that's saying something. hear too much rumbling upstairs. The kids are being a little loud, bouncing all around. I think we're going to play another waltz for you now, so you guys can get your dancing in. This one is called The Beautiful Goldfinch. It's written by Marcus Hernan in, I believe, in Sligo. Yeah, so take it away. harp again. Hopefully it's still in tune. You never know. You never know with harps. They have a mind of their own. It's okay. It's not the worst. This is why people come to harp concerts. They're like, oh, the tuning. So I'm going to play a jig for you guys. And I use this tune to demonstrate that Irish tune names are generally not programmatic, which means they're not necessarily supposed to sound like the thing that their name is. This is a very Maryland tune. This tune is called The Crabs in the Skillet. And it's a beautiful tune, a kind of a haunting tune, and it really sounds nothing like crabs in a skillet, unless it's like a really kind of hauntingly sad crab situation. Alright, I think that's all my lovers. The kids always like to get. I've actually a slow air here, so you don't have to rush. You don't have to rush. Yeah, it's running back from calming the kids down. But actually, we've some time, and I wanted to share a slow air for you guys. I particularly love slow airs, and I love especially playing them on the concertina. I think that it's a special thing that you don't get to hear really often. And when you play the harp, you get to hear like a lot of harp slow airs. And so I'm going to share a concertina slow air with you guys. So this one is called Traveling Through Blarney. And I got this from the playing of Brian McNamara, who's of course a wonderful piper. And it's on an album of himself with Timmy Collins called Read Only, which is a really great CD. It's like a pun, R-E-E-D, Concertina and Pipes. It's reed only. And it's one of my favorite albums. It's so good. Timmy was one of my most influential teachers growing up, and so hearing Brian's airs on this recording, they really stuck with me. They're really lovely. So here's Traveling Through Blarney. right, now that we've put you to sleep, I think we'll finish out with one more set of reels. Give you guys one more chance to dance before the night is done. And then just remember the slow air to settle back down and go back to sleep. much, everyone. I just want to give one last big thank you to Doug and everyone at the GWCC for putting this together and for supporting all of these artists out here while we're quarantined. And it's hard not to be able to see you all. We love the GWCC. We love everything you guys do, you know, promoting the Ceili dancing. But we especially love you as people and getting to be with you and getting to see you having fun dancing. So we know this isn't ideal for you guys as dancers, but we really appreciate you guys supporting us and making room for us to participate in whatever way we can with you guys. So I hope that you got some dancing in, and it was really fun to kind of be with you even though we can't see you. So thank you so much.
Well, on behalf of GWCC, thank you, Alex and Duncan. That was fantastic. It was a great show. Really nice tune selection. Alex, if you missed that, I was saying thank you. And also thanks go out to Andrea for dancing. Andrea, give us a wave.
Yes, thank you, Andrea.
And Anne-Marie for the calling, and to Bridget for the introductions. So I hope you will all join us for the next concert, which will be on April 25th at 7 p.m. And that will feature Laura Byrne and Billy McComiskey. It's sure to be a great show. So I hope you can join us then. So until then, we will say good night. Thank you very much, everyone.